Here we go, folks. One of the big races of the day, maybe the biggest, the women's 3K, the hot section. A lot of women in this field, but a lot of talent. And yes, that is Shalane Flanagan there, and hip 2 slides right behind the pacer, Eleanor Fulton, a good pacer to have out there. Amy Eloise Neal, fresh off an absolutely insane kick to snag, second at NCAA Cross Country Championships. And then behind her, you see Sarah Vaughn. And also Steph Brown in there, who had a great race earlier today. Mel Lawrence is up in the mix, the steeplechase queen. So this is going to be a good one, folks. Lauren LaRocco's in there, Maddie Myers. So I'm going to go through the full list. Eleanor Fulton, Shalane Flanagan, Steph Brown, Anna Maxwell, Sarah Vaughn, Lauren LaRocco, Mel Lawrence, Maddie Myers, Amy Eloise Neal, Kelly Mariah, Caroline Austin, Kirsten Lee, Maddie Bergson, Emily Hamlin, Rebecca Bassett, Camila David Smith, Julia Howley, and Retta Doby. So, all right, we're dialed in right now. We're going to come up to the opening quarter, and that was about what we calling that, 73, 72-ish maybe? So everybody looks pretty dialed in. Steph Brown won the 1K earlier today. A solid race from her, doubling back. Shalane Flanagan, she's run 8:33. She's run 14:47 indoors. I mean, pretty unbelievable range, and coming right back from the New York City Marathon just in November. But now the journey begins. The road to Boylston, to Beacon Street, Boston bound, Shalane Flanagan eyes the track first. She isn't going to let go of that speed. And Sarah Vaughn there on the inside, who made the U.S. team this past summer in Sacramento. Got to go to World Championships. Awesome story there. She's in the mix as well. And then Lawrence, the steeple girl, lots of 3Ks under her belt. And she's a Washington native, so she's run this track many a time, coming through 227, 228. They're actually, call it 26. They're probably 226. So we're dialed in here. Shalane looks comfy, cozy. Shalane, Steph Brown, Lawrence, Vaughn. And I think Amy Eloise Neal's in kind of that second pack, but we know that Amy likes to kind of sit back and make her move late, as we saw at NCAA XC. So it's Fulton. Fulton training down in Portland with High Performance West. Steph Brown there, training up at altitude in Montana. Shalane coming up from Portland. I think Mel is still in Bend, and Sarah in Boulder. All coming up to the Dempsey to throw down in early January. It's still January, folks. It feels like Shalane literally just won New York like 2 weekends ago. Everyone looks cozy here. Into the mix with that front pack is hip 10, and that's Mariah Kelly of New Balance. So this is a good group to hold on to. I mean, these top 6 girls, this would be a great race for anybody who just hangs on to this pace. So Shalane looking strong there. Not a ton of change. Right on the hip pocket of Eleanor Fulton. Kelly's rounding out the top 6 field. Try to get you a mile split coming up. With 5 laps to go, we're at 4:27. Looks like everyone's getting ready. We're starting to chomp at the bit here. Shalane looks totally undaunted right now. Coming up to the mile here. 4:51, 4:52 we'll call it. 4:51 maybe. And so if you're someone like Lawrence, you don't want to make the pass on Shalane too early. Oh, here she goes. Shalane making the move. Did they not like that mile split? I don't know. Maybe they're all feeling a little more feisty than they expected. So Shalane committing to the front now. Shalane waits for no one. 4 laps to go. It is Shalane Flanagan, Steph Brown, Sarah Vaughn, Mel Lawrence, and Amy Eloise Neal there. I mean, Shalane has unbelievable track chops. Her base is amazing, but you got to respect the kick of some of these women in this race. Steph Brown, how many times have we seen her win, a relay indoors for Arkansas back in her day? We know Sarah Vaughn can kick to a team. So here we go. And Shalane isn't messing around right now. They are rolling. So we're about 6:05 there at that last split. 6:05 at 2K. 6:05 at 2K. So they can cut it down from there. 3 laps to go, and they're about 6:16. So here we go. Who will challenge? Who's going to challenge? You got to remember, the girls in this race are all gunning for indoor spots. They're all gunning for indoor lanes. They need times to qualify into Worlds and USAs. So as much as you want to respect Shalane Flanagan, you can't wait around for her. But I don't think anybody's just letting off the gas and taking it easy on her. I think Shalane's putting it to these girls right now. Shalane with some daylight right now. Stephanie Brown's got a race in her legs already today. So here we go. We're coming up on just 600 meters to go. 7:10, and the last lap was about a 68, we'll say. We'll call that last one a 68, and Shalane continues to pour it on. She's pouring it on down the backstretch now. Mel Lawrence, is she gonna try? Is she gonna try to bridge that gap? Shalane's not looking back. She's in Central Park and not looking back. I don't think these girls behind her are quite done, though. Shalane is strong, and just look at that long, powerful stride she's got. But has she put this thing away? We're within 400 meters now. We're at about 7:52, we'll call it. So here we go. What can Shalane close in? Just at 8 minutes now. 8:03 with 300 meters to go. Shalane putting it down. So Mel was about 8:06 with 300 meters to go. Amy Eloise Neal has now moved up into 3rd. Who knows where she'll end up? Shalane now down the backstretch. Coming up into her final split, I see it was about 8:21. 8:21 there. So Shalane holding on now. I don't think anyone's going to catch her. Shalane on her final turn. Keeps pouring it on. Wow, look at her go to the arms. How strong is Shalane Flanagan right now? Just straight ripping. Left on her, right on Hursford, left on Boylston, and straight down to the Dempsey straightaway win. 8:55. 8:55, and I think Mel Lawrence actually snuck under 9 minutes as well. We'll say Shalane, 8:55. The win, and Mel was probably she was 8:57 up on the board. Amy Eloise Neal ended up 3rd in 9:01. Woo! $8:55, fastest in the world this year. Shalane just getting started.
Flanagan. And you see the times populating on the scoreboard. Flanagan with the fastest time in the world so far in this young season, 8:55.11.